does something that you didn't expect of them, but I feel like it's showing up in the reverse. So it seems like it's a ongoing thing. Like it has been done in the past, and it has been something that, you know, they're known for. Like someone might be always late, and you're just like, oh, it's Steve. He's always late, you know, for example. Um, so it's not coming so much as a surprise, but I definitely feel as well some type of breakthrough. This can also indicate drinking, someone with like drinking issues as well. So if you're dealing with somebody like that, you know, playing the victim card, woe is me, or even like dealing with substance abuse issues. So the tower coming through, meaning that they're seeing, when it comes in the reverse, they're seeing the detriment, and I guess like how they are working at cross purposes with themselves, and they're going to try to implement some type of a change. It's a swift change coming through from your external environment. So I feel like it's not really pertaining to you. It's more like people overcoming barriers, obstacles in their own lives, and they're taking charge of their life in a very empowering way. Okay. I pulled out the Ten of Swords here, and the Ten of Swords is linked up with the Page of Wands. And the Page of Wands indicates some type of a project, idea, news coming through that's going to put an end to something so that you can begin something else, okay? I don't feel this pertains to love and relationships so much. I feel like it's more on the work front, on the project front. And there's a message here. This is a messenger that's bringing some really, really positive, outstanding news. If you've been waiting for some type of loans specifically, that's coming through so that you can begin some type of, even if you're like, if you needed to do some type of house repairs and you've been waiting on for some loans, I feel like some information's coming through in that end so that you can get some projects off the ground. Okay, so overall, it is quite positive. So let's see this situation. Wow. Okay. So your overall energy here is the Ace of Cups. This is the great love. This is the great, great, great emotional experience, and you're guided to take the steps to achieve it, okay? And I say that because I'll show you the other cards in a little bit, but this is the great love. This is like great sacrifice, loving somebody on a very deep-rooted physical, emotional, intellectual, and also like on a very soul level. There's an element of a key here. And the key indicates to me, I feel there might be geographical distance between you and another person for some of you. I feel that they are very different from you ethnically, linguistically, culturally. I don't know why, but I'm getting that. And I feel like you are going to be pushed out of your comfort zone when you are dealing with this person, okay? So you've got great love coming, Virgos. You've got new love coming in. And this is somebody brand new. I'm not talking about like struggling relationships, because I feel like those things are going to be, they have been problematic and they're going to be put to an end. So depending on how you deal with this energy, whether or not you are brave enough, and I dare say brave enough, to go ahead with it, that's another story. But it's saying here clearly great love is coming through, great healing, spiritual love, and a very, very strong, passionate, emotional connection with another person. The challenge position here is the Knight of Coins. This is the Knight of Pentacles. This is like the slowest moving knight in the deck. So the challenge here is that you're not taking the steps that you are guided to take. You're not moving in the right direction. You're ruminating. You're sitting still, and you're blocking your own progress. You're blocking your own happiness, okay? Honestly, I feel like a lot of you might be in existing relationships, and I feel that you're not happy, and you're like attracted to somebody else outside of the relationship. Someone is really coming in, stirring your passion, and I feel that you're going to have to make a choice as to what you want to do. And the overwhelming advice here is that don't have an affair, especially not this month, ever. But, you know, don't step out of the relationship, because I feel like a lot of things will be brought to light. So I feel like you're grappling with this dilemma, okay? Like, how do I get the other person to notice me, for those who are single? And for those who are coupled, I feel like you're in total control in the driver's seat as to how you want to pursue your love life. But I feel a lot of you, the main thing is that you're stuck in one place. You're not really making a move forward, okay? So that's serving as your obstacle. You might have another earth sign that's hindering your progress. So this can be another Capricorn, another Virgo, a Capricorn, or a Taurus that is hindering your progress. Or it could be someone who's very, very slow to change, very fixed in their ways, and they're not really giving you any signals. So I feel like you might have to go out on a limb, okay? What's coming through here is a Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles indicates building a foundation with another person, wanting to expand, wanting to move forward with another person. It's linked up with the Eight of Wands, which indicates to me this is like the swift communication, the movement card, okay? So a lot of you honestly might be seeing somebody in a long distance, and you're finally coming together and meeting each other this month. So I feel travel coming through and things being built, a relationship being taken to the next level, things being built between two people in a very, very pragmatic, like practical way. So it's overall very, very good. The other thing I'm sensing here is we do have this character, which is an air sign, okay? Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. And this is somebody that is in your midst. I feel like they were working at cross purposes with themselves. They might have recently gotten out of a relationship and they're trying to find their footing. They're just, re-emerging on the dating scene, or you might have been dealing with them for quite some time. And I feel like they're finally clear up clutter and past relationships from their lives. And I feel they're making themselves, or at least trying to make themselves, emotionally, physically, and even mentally available for new dating opportunities, okay? I'm also feeling for those of you who have been having conflict with this person, Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra, there's something here that indicates to me clearing up, getting information that you need, knowing that maybe this person hasn't been completely 100% honest with you about their feelings. So that could be like hiding the truth, or even like holding back their feelings because they weren't emotionally ready at the time. So I definitely see some forward progression and momentum moving on with this person, okay? For others of you, we do have here the Six of Wands as well. It's showing up in the reverse. So whatever has been stalled, whatever has been really, really slow and just, it took forever to get off the ground. I feel that you were frustrated and you're just like, I don't really want to push forward with this anymore. I'm not really getting the results that I want. I'm not getting any validation from them, and I'm not getting, anything to give me, to push me forward, to like tell me I'm headed in the right direction. So that has been something heavily like on your mind, and I feel like there's some type of a breakthrough this month that will allow you to move forward. If you're dealing with an air sign and there has been a lot of blockages, and I feel like a lot of information might come to light coming in this month, and you might change your direction altogether, okay? You might like just pursue other opportunities, and you might just move forward in a different manner. I do see a lot of communication. I do see communication over distances. So this could be internet based. It could be remote, but I definitely see a lot of love and a lot of like outpouring of emotion coming through from other people to you. It might make you feel a little bit uncomfortable and you're just like, I don't know how I feel about this. So you might be slow to act, but I generally feel that options are being narrowed down pretty much. Options are being narrowed down, okay? In terms of your advice, we do have here the Two of Swords, which is basically the decision card, okay? In the upright position, it indicates being kind of blindfolded, guarding your heart, keeping people away at arm's length, not letting people in. And also, like, it's a situation in which you felt like you didn't have all the information you need in order to make a decision. So as a result, you did not make a decision. When it shows up in the reverse, it basically means that you're going ahead with it. You're taking that, leap of faith and you're inching forward, okay? You're moving forward. In the past position, we do have the Nine of Cups, once again, pushing forward, not getting the results that you're looking for. And we do have the Six of Coins. So The Six of Coins is a situation where someone is very, very like emotionally guarded, and they're also quite stingy with their feelings. They might not know how to express themselves emotionally. They might not want to show their vulnerable side, and they might not want to like other people to take advantage of them. So I feel like you're dealing with someone who has been really hurt and disappointed in the past, and you have been trying to coax them out of their shell. And this is the month in which you're like, I put so much work in, I put so much effort in, I'm not getting anything much in return. So I might have to, just move away from this person. And I feel in the process of moving away from this person and giving them the space that they needed in order to, find themselves, to sort out their lives, because I feel like their lives are a little bit chaotic, and I feel like it's like they're dealing with another relationship that they were trying to end. So you gave them some time, and you allow them that space to emotionally move on. And I feel a lot of you might be it might be air signs and water signs. Okay, so Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. I'm sensing fire sign too, so I'm just not going to mention the signs, but I do sense very strong water energy too, and air energy. And I feel like in the process of taking a step back, giving them the space to sort out their own lives, I do sense that they're coming back to you, and they're being a little bit more clear with their communication, and a little bit more methodical and purposeful and directed with their intention. So I definitely feel like that's a plus for you, okay? What I feel overall is that for others of you who might have had like, if you're in a relationship and you're being tempted from your environment, you have temptations coming through, like people who are pursuing you. I do feel that coming through for those of you who are coupled up. Okay, your energy is really high, and especially when like the sun is in your constellation, it boosts your power of attraction, and this is across the board. It's very standard. You have the gift of the gab, and you have the power of persuasion. You have high, immense attraction as well. So you might be tempted. You might have a lot of communication coming through from your external environment, from people who are interested in you. Do as you will, but I do feel that playing the field, juggling multiple people is not going to end well. So just be careful about that, because Mercury in retrograde is a big time for secrets to come to light. I don't see secrets and things like that coming to light in this spread, and I feel that you're very cautious about who you get involved with, so I don't see that happening here. But I definitely feel one relationship ending so that another one can start. Okay, one relationship ending so that because you have like options coming through for you, so you're not keeping yourself stuck and on hold. Okay, and I'm gonna pull out one more card here with this Nine of Cups in the reverse and see what it relates to. So what does this Nine of Cups relate to as overall advice? We do have the Four of Wands. Once again, this is a marriage type of a situation. I feel like somebody is having marital issues, and they're re-examining a situation to try to salvage a relationship. So if you're also in a relationship and you feel like, I don't really know what to do, I'm really in love with this person, but the evidence, the physical evidence shows me that we're not compatible and things like that, I do feel some type of a breakthrough happening, where if you've been dissatisfied, I do feel that someone is coming around, and they're opening themselves up, and they're being especially more generous with their feelings and able to express themselves in a more harmonious manner to your own emotional needs.